Hi.
Hey.
We're gonna work on some pushes today, and we're gonna make this video to help a bunch of other people as well as you. We're gonna work on pushing tactics and keeping your balance, especially on one foot. For anybody who wants to build strength in their leg and they don't feel the balance quite yet, start to do that motion. There you go. And bend the knee. Remember, fake your push and then bend that front knee. And notice where the head is. Is the head directly over the front foot? Because if it's not, even if you tip that head a little bit towards the other leg, you will start to fall that way. Okay, good. Let me see another one. Fake your push. Perfect. Good. That's it. Bending down. Yes, nice smooth motion. And then as you get better for a harder push, you can start to relax and kick your front leg out further. Kick your front leg out further in front of you, then bend down, swing into your push. That's right. Good. Now to make it even more advanced, your push leg, once you kick that forward, I want you to hop up on your toes of your skateboard foot. Okay, up, toes, bend down, push. That's it. Once you kick your front leg up, you pull the heel up. So front leg goes up, toes, push. Good. Exactly. Really? Yeah, try that again. Up, toes, bend down, push. Good. Up, toes, bend down, push. Now the reason why you get up on your toes, why we're doing this, these are what I call power pushes. And power pushes, it's almost like dropping the ball from a higher spot. The higher you drop the ball, the more speed it can gather, right? The more force it can gain to smash into the ground, right? So that's the same for you and putting force into your push, right? A lot of people have this struggle when they're learning to push. What happens is when they go to push, they lean their head over, okay? They lean their head over the foot that's on the ground, and then they lean back on the skateboard. So every time they push, they go like this, back to the floor foot, back to the skateboard foot, okay? Well, what you need to do is you need to treat it like a boat, and you have to keep your body weight inside the boat, because if you lean outside the boat tips over and you go in the water. So you need to get good at balancing on one foot like this, and you use this as your paddle. So it's just pushing and balancing, pushing, balancing. Then you start to bend into it, okay? And this is your motion. Now look at how the head and the hips rock, okay? So even if you mess up while you're balancing, you can lean your head forward because you're bent down leaning forward. And when I say bent down leaning forward, I mean this motion, okay? See the hip hinge? And that's what allows me to counterbalance. When my leg kicks back, my head goes forward to counterbalance. That way I create a scale. If I lose my balance, my head's already forward, so it's easy to pull my momentum off and then jump forward and save myself. We're gonna do a couple exercises today. First of which is balancing on one foot, okay? It's just gonna be a tiny little push, and you're gonna balance on one foot, just like this. Front foot goes on, in the middle of the skateboard, look where the foot is.
How about the right foot?
This
the back
looks perfect.
Foot is here?
Yep.
Is it okay?
Yep, and then when you plant and push off, look at how close the feet are. This is really good, and you're pushing off the balls of your feet, just like when you run, okay? Like this. Not heel on the ground. So when you're pushing, you should not be striking your heel.
Okay, like
just
that.
Toes only and leaning into it. That's it, gentle, that's perfect. Really stay bent down. Good job. That's it.
Okay.
That was really good right there.
Okay, okay.
So nice slow pushes. Gentle push and balance, good. If you need additional support, you bend that knee a little bit more. Now give it another little push and stay over that front foot. Perfect. Perfect.
Wow.
Good job, Yumi.
Okay, cool.
That was good.
When I start, okay, so does this toes, is it okay to be a little bit forward, or is it better to be like same?
They should be pretty much the same. When you, yeah, okay. because as you get better with pushing, you're gonna stand up and straighten your lead leg.
Oh, okay.
So you'll straighten this leg that's on the skateboard as you push off.
Okay, I see.
You're gonna stand up as you push off and then bend down to push again, okay?
Oh, okay.
And the reason for that is because this foot is higher than the other foot that's on the ground. Stand on your board, just front foot. Now let me see you balance again. I'll hold the hand. Really bend that front leg, okay? And we're gonna practice the scale. So just one foot, stand on one foot right now. Good, there you go, that's it. So this is called a scale, okay? And this is copying the motion of skating really fast. Now when you do this, all the little muscles are gonna start to fire in her calves and in her ankles. And you can see how the skateboard is wobbling so that she can balance, okay? And this is how you build strength and balance.
Wow.
Good?
I didn't do it before. Oh my God, yeah.
Getting better,
Okay.
getting better.
Okay.
Okay, try it again, gentle push, stay over that front foot. If you get sketchy, make sure that front knee is bent. Very good, very good. See? And remember, for anybody struggling that needs extra balance, the more stable you keep your head is the better balance you're gonna have. Good, good, that's it. That's it, away from the ledge, perfect. And that's the perfect way to fall off, you see that? Momentum stayed forward since the head was forward. Board stops once it passes over the front foot too much, and then you just run off. Front foot is up just behind the front bolts. It's dead centered, so I feel safe to balance on one foot. Now notice where my head is. My head is not over my other foot or out off of the skateboard. Otherwise, that's where I fall, right? Keeping the head over top of the skateboard, okay? And then you can start to make exercise, bending down, standing up, bending down, standing up. And naturally, notice that when I bend down, I lean my head forward for safety. I lean my head forward for safety, kick my back foot back. And this is mimicking my pushing, okay? This is the perfect exercise to build strength in that lead leg to help you fire those muscles to build strength. This is when I start to push off, gentle push. And as I'm rolling, I can feel my skateboard want to wobble. And when that happens, I fire little muscles in my ankles and my calf to keep my balance. And then next will be pushing, pushing, and then you can start to lean on the inside of your foot to carve. Lean on the outside of my foot to carve the opposite way. It's really hard to carve without speed, okay? So if you want to start to carve on one foot, that's more of an advanced technique. And in order to do that, you will have to build some speed. Here's pushing, and a little bit of carve one way, a little bit of carve the other way. How to bail.
Okay.
So as you're pushing, you push off, your head is forward, you're in your airplane position, okay? Into a scale, head's forward, back foot's back. If you mess up, you lean forward a little bit more, or your board will stop and you'll get thrown off, and then you run it out. So let me see, push off. Good, and mess up, and then lean forward and run it out, perfect. And that way the skateboard goes behind you, and you save yourself. Perfect. Let's give it one big push, and you balance as much as you can on one foot. Good. Remember, bend that knee. There you go. Good. Don't fail the arms. That's it. Perfect. Look at you. Hey, that was really good right there. Okay. You can kind of keep your lead arm on your skateboard knee. Okay. Just one. Yep. And then lean into your push off. 1, 2, 3, big push off. Good. That's it. Good. Good. See, I could really see. So your front foot wasn't centered there, and that's why you started to carve in towards the ledge. Okay. But I could tell that you are leaning on the outside of your foot to counterbalance that. Good. So was your foot centered? Don't move your foot right now. Look. So I want to show everybody. So was the foot centered? It's not. Because look, I can see this bolt, and this bolt's totally covered. So your foot is more on the right side of the board, right? Yeah. And then look where your board turned. Yeah. So this turn to the right.
This is good.
That's good. Is good. Yes, that's
this is good.
Yes, that's the spot right there. And as you get more comfortable with this, it will become a habit of where you put your foot. It won't really matter too much. Nice. Even if you put your front foot kind of crooked, you'll hop into a good balance spot. Staying nice and low. Keep that front knee bent. There you go. Now push again and keep your balance again. That's it. That's it. Next, we're gonna start some repetitive pushing. I want you to push one lap around the park. You balance as much as you can and continue to try to push, balance, bend down, and push again, okay? Good. Good, that's it. Remember to keep the head forward. You need to hop into your stance, okay? Don't keep your front foot forward. They need to turn together. So you do that by hopping into your stance. That's it, pushing and hopping. So this is what I mean. Front foot is centered. I push, hop and stand, okay? Push, hop and stand, okay? Let's try some of that. Big push, hop and stand. Very good. That's it.
Why is it important to hop stand instead of just
the hop stand is what takes the weight off of your board, so your foot can pivot on the skateboard easy. Bend down and push, and then if you bend down and keep all your weight on your front foot, it doesn't want to turn, especially on the grip tape. It's going to be extra grip, right? So to make it easier, hop and stand sideways, and then hop and twist back, okay? So I push off, hop and stand quick, okay? And as you get more comfortable with this, you'll find the technique of it, and through the technique, you won't have to hop so much. Okay, you'll feel how much it can be as little as possible, but still enough to take the weight off. Good. That's it. Big push, hop, stand. There you go. So much better. When you hop, the next thing is to pivot on the balls of your feet. So you're hopping your weight off, but you're not jumping. Okay? Oh. Yes. So treat it like basketball. A foot has to stay on the ground when you pivot. So a little hop, and then spin twist. Yes. When I push, hop toes, then stand. Okay? So I use my weight going up to take the weight off to spin and then plant back down again. Good. If you're standing and skating and your front foot is past the front bolts, if you lose your balance, you go forward a little too much, you're gonna hit the nose and dive and slam forward. Okay? Even if you're pushing and say you hit a rock, you'll go boom and then slam. So for now, front foot stays behind the front bolts. You keep those knees bent, especially your front knee. If you need help, your lead hand goes onto your board foot, onto the knee. Lead hand onto the lead knee, bending down, push, bend down, push, hop, stand. This is another good exercise to practice. Look, standing, front foot behind the bolts. I stand up, spin, stand up, spin back. Stand up, spin back, and I'm on the balls of my feet when I pivot. Because your goal is when you hop up and stand and plant it, you want your toes to be matching, heels to be matching, so you can learn to lean equally heels and toes into your calves. When you start to do this the right way and you're hopping and pivoting on your front foot, you'll start to wear a spot on your shoe. So notice, look at how this is all worn right here. See this? That's all worn down because that's your pivot spot on the balls of your foot. Hey, good job today.
Thank you.
And we hope everybody learned from this video and gets to practice. Have a nice day.